So let's break down the elements of this fabulous kitchen. The most important element obviously is the kitchen units that you decide to have. But when you look at the actual units in this particular setting, they're really actually very straightforward. They are just a slab door in a slightly blue-grey. They've got an integrated handle across the top. Now that means that it looks as minimal as possible and very linear in the way it's been set out. You've got fairly shallow wall units at the top, and the line of the wall units continues into the shelving. So it's all very, very simple and streamlined. But this is the sort of kitchen you could see in a lot of settings. You know, a lot of new houses have this sort of kitchen installed. It's the sort of kitchen you can actually take in a number of different routes design-wise, but I think this is really atmospheric. I think it's a very lovely way of actually finishing this particular type of kitchen. You notice we've got some black accessories, the tap is black, makes it very, very current. But the room has got a very sort of slightly boho feel about it. It's really lovely. And if I show you the actual mood board for this particular scheme, let's talk first about the floor tile that's been selected. We chose a 60 by 60 tile from our Designer Basics range. It's actually called cast white. Now cast white is inspired by a concrete finish, hence the name cast, but it's not too industrial. You know, it's not very, very distressed. It's just got this lovely sort of slight patina and a little bit of bumping that looks like it's been cast, as opposed to sort of something that's handmade or something that looks too square-edged. It's got a little bit of character going on to it. Completely non-absorbent, which means you could throw as much spaghetti bolognese on this floor, or red wine for that matter, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. It'll just simply wipe off. But because of the colour, it's really light and it makes the actual room look as spacious as possible. If you put a darker floor in this setting, it's actually going to close the space in a little bit. So cast white is on the floor. But the star of the show with this particular scheme is the wall tiles that have been selected. If you have a little look here, this is Reminiscent Multi in a wall tile. There are two versions of Reminiscent Multi, one for floor and one for wall. And remember, the key thing is you can use a floor tile on the wall, but never, ever, ever use a wall tile on the floor. They will never cope with the wear and tear. This is a wall tile. It's a 15 by 30 and it comes with mixed decors in the box. I think there's 9 off the top of my head, but don't quote me on it. And they are designed to be installed random on your wall, not in a set design at all. So when you're installing them, try and make sure that no two are repeating in the same sort of way, and also turn some of them upside down. So you might use this one with the sort of the triangle pointing up in a couple of instances, but turn it round and have it pointed down in some others. So it looks really relaxed, really unformulated. And what you'll notice about this fantastic tile, if I zoom in rather than zooming out, is it's actually got a fantastic distressed edge. The tiles have got so much character. They actually look like they're an old reclaimed wall tile, but because they're in quite a contemporary design, it's a really interesting combo. The colour palette goes from this very sort of soft, warm, off-white through to the rusty browns and then teals and blues. It's fantastic. Looks equally as good in a navy kitchen, in a grey kitchen. You can use it with dark woods. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So that is the beautiful Reminiscent Multi. But if we just zoom back to the actual room scheme again for a moment, one of the other things that you will note about this is it feels very relaxed, not too sharp. Even though the kitchen units are really linear, there's nothing too hard-edged about this. And part of the reason is because we've actually clad the walls in a concrete effect wallpaper. It's from a company called NLXL, and the nice thing I like about their wallpapers is that they are very graphic. So they take high-resolution images of physical product like concrete and then they repeat it into a wallpaper. I've also used one of their timber effects a lot in designs. They've got a fantastic black wood effect that looks like it's burnt. Oh, it's to die for. So their wallpaper is really what adds the softness to this scheme. You imagine looking at this photograph, if the walls were all a hard, flat white, it would have a very different feel about it. And the other thing, of course, is it's the way the room's been styled. The The furniture that's been selected, the lighting that's been used really combines with the tiles that have been selected and the wall covering to give it that really boho feel that is so trendy at the moment. And it's got a tiny little bit of a Scandinavian vibe, which again is all the trend. But this is a fabulous kitchen, the sort of place you would feel relaxed all the time. It's not too precious. The tiles on the floor, being from the Designer Basics range, complement the wall tiles so beautifully, but also if you spend £100 on one of our standard ranges, so if you were to buy a splashback like this for your kitchen in this particular tile, then you actually automatically get 25% off the floor, because the Designer Basics range is a range that we've curated to go with most of our decorative products. And if you buy them together, then you actually get 25% off, because we want to make sure that you make the best impact with your tiles for your budget. So I hope you've enjoyed this little breakdown of the style of this particular kitchen. I love it. It's the sort of place I would love to chill and spend some time with some friends with a little bit of wine, I think.